November 2, Mike, X-ray with a quick question, Jim.
November 2 station, come back really quick with your call sign.
November 2 station, come back really quick with your call sign. The call sign is November 2, Mike, X-ray, November 2, Mike, double X-ray. And I just have a quick question for you, sir.
Yes, sir, Mike, X-ray, go ahead.
Yes, sir, Mike, X-ray, go ahead. Good afternoon, Jim. Name here is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo. I'm in central New Jersey, November Juliet. I've seen your videos. I just have a quick question for you regarding the SDR setup that you have with that rotary control. I'm curious how you achieve that. Are you using multiple computers? Are you using the same computer with different sound cards? How are you switching between SDRs in that fashion? It's a really interesting system. I'm just curious. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. I'm running 4 Fire tablets, Amazon Fire tablets, 4 of them, and it just works so beautiful. I'm running 2 on the low band Wi-Fi and 2 on the G Wi-Fi, and they're just all 4 sitting in front of me. Roger, Roger.
Wi-Fi, and they're just all 4 sitting in front of me. Roger, Roger. Roger. It's a very elegant system. I always love that watching when you switch between them. It's a combination of old school technology with the rotary switch and the new SDR. So that's all I wanted to know. I was curious if you were using one computer with multiple sound cards or if you had multiple computers or Fire tablets. All right, you answered my question. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a excellent holiday and a nice weekend. 7-3.
Yes, sir, Dave. Now, you might be just a little hot in your audio, sir. It looked like you were around 1.5, 2 dB, pretty hot. You might check what we do on a setup. First is, of course, check for our transmit bandpass at 100 to 2900, 100 to 2900 on the transmit bandwidth, and then our compression on at a 3, token amount. You'll never hear it on the air, but it helps us get our 3 dB at the end. And once we get the compression on at 3, that's a 3 out of 10, 30 out of 100. Move to your ALC, and that's what I think what you need to do. Set your ALC level. You might be just a little hot there, and what we do is with the mic gain in hand, the word is audio. You become a human test tone. Set your mic gain until your ALC is running 2/3. Roger.
Set your mic gain until your ALC is running 2/3. Roger. Yeah, Roger, I lowered the compression a little bit. I'm running a 7300. I had the compression at 5. I lowered it to 3. I'm also running a Heil PR 781, and I have the mic gain all the way up just because of the type of microphone, and these are ICOM rigs. Does this sound any better with the compression lowered?
Yes, sir. We recommend a 3. You know, a 3 and a 6 are the same thing as far as actually attacking the word. The difference is that the 6 gives you suck up between the words, and a 3 doesn't. So a 3, we just suggest a 3 out of 10 on that 7300, and then again the word audio to set your ALC to 2/3. Roger.
Audio to set your ALC to 2/3. Roger. Yeah, Roger. I lowered the I lowered the compression, and I'm speaking now with all my meters on the front here, and I'm looking at the ALC. I'm about 50% with the ALC. Is that what you recommend, Roger?
Just a little bit more, 2/3, and you can set it, with the word audio. You just so simple, just audio. Set your mic gain until your ALC is 2/3.
Audio. Set your mic gain until your ALC is 2/3. Yeah, so I'm using the Heil mic, and I have the mic gain at 100%. So I would have to add a preamp after the in series with the microphone in order to get higher than this. This is with 100% mic gain. Roger.
Roger. Well, I think you're really close there, and you could probably, if there was a not quite enough, you could probably make that up in proximity to microphone. Roger.
Quite enough. You could probably make that up in proximity to microphone. Roger. I have great proximity to the microphone right now. I'm right up on the microphone. I really love these high-O microphones. I think it made a huge improvement over the stock mic. Yeah, but it's just, they recommend a preamp, and I'm not running a preamp. I'm running the mic directly into the rig.
Yeah, that's fine. You're really close. I would crank in a couple of clicks more treble EQ from where you are. Just a little more brightness, 2 clicks treble boost from where you are, Roger.
A little more brightness, 2 clicks treble boost from where you are, Roger. All right, I'm at +5 with the treble, and stand by. +1 with the bass. +1 with the bass, +5 with treble, Roger.
All right. Give me a little bit about your antenna system. I've gone to my local antenna, see if I can copy you on that, Roger.
All right, stand by. I'm also going to switch to the wider bandwidth. I think I'm on mid anyway. I usually keep it on mid. I know you recommend the wide, so stand by. I'm just going to switch. It'll be 2 seconds.
Yes, sir, Dave. The wide gives you the best performance for that radio. And the thing is, when you go to mids, you may think you're getting more contact for getting through the QAM, but the problem is, when you go to mids, you're rolling off the top end of your audio spectrum, and that is the most critical thing that you can have. You want all of the top you can get for clarity and articulation, and if you are running that in a less than 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, you start to defeat your purpose, Roger.
Transmit bandwidth, you start to defeat your purpose, Roger. Yeah, Roger. So I'm on the wider bandwidth right now. I usually keep it on mid. Does this sound better than when I initially started speaking to you? Over.
Oh, yes, sir. You have a much better top end now. I would pull back 1.5 inches from where you are on that mic. Try coming back about 1.5 inches. Your dynamic range is about 2 dB now, and we want a 3. So pull back just about 1.5 inches off that mic, Roger.
And we want a 3. So pull back just about 1.5 inches off that mic, Roger. Roger. All right, backed up. I backed off of the aisle microphone now a few inches. How am I sounding now? Over.
Oh, beautiful. You're that thing of proximity effect. As you get closer to mic, you have a bass buildup. Well, when you pull back, your clarity is tremendously increased. There's less mouth noise or disturbances other than just the words. I would suggest that you leave your ALC meter out and use that as something to shoot for as you're talking to keep that ALC right in the sweet spot, 2/3. And you got to have something to do, so develop a relationship with your ALC, Roger.
Develop a relationship with your ALC, Roger. Just want to. Yeah. All right, I got you, Roger. Yeah. All right, I'm going to continue operating like this, and I've had this radio for a while. I set it up with a few folks on the air, and I haven't used it since. So, Jim, I really appreciate the feedback today, Roger.
Yes, sir. Your words have a little life now. Before you were just too fat, and your words were blurry, and now they have a little life, and that's what happens when you adjust your ALC for 2/3. You're at 80 to 85%. The words are nice and pristine, but it's really fat audio. So 73 Dave, you have a great afternoon, beautiful weekend, Merry Christmas, and we'll have this posted up on YouTube by noon tomorrow. If you go to YouTube, do a call it or search KC9VKV followed by the word logbook. We'll take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2400 Qso-Vlog air check recordings. 73, sir.
Series of 2400 Qso-Vlog air check recordings. 73, sir. All right, 73, Jim. Merry Christmas. Thanks again.
Roger, Dave. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.